you're lucky, you're gonna hear one of the daggone mosquitoes. I swear they're like friggin' helicopters around here. What's up guys, Shane here from Southern Release, and today I'm going to show you how to brush in your blind one time and one time only. So it's a real affordable way and real easy way that anybody can set up a blind, brush it in one time, and take down their blind at the end of the year, pop it up the next year, and not have to worry about spooking the deer. So come on and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so we're here on the little property where I'm going to show y'all how I have permanently brushed in a blind. Like I said, I did it about 4 years ago, and all I got to do is just come back here, pop the blind up, and it works. But the burlap and stuff needs to be replaced, so I figured it was a good time to kind of show y'all how I did it, how I went about brushing in one time. It lasted 4 years. So I'll brush it in again today, or I'll put the burlap and stuff up today, and you'll get to see kind of what has worked for me. So that's it guys, right there. That's simple, right? So you've got these 2x4s that I've kind of just screwed in, gives me a frame, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take burlap and put it on there, and then that covers everything up. This stays up year round. All right, so if a bad storm, we get hurricanes early deer season, so sometimes you got to come pull the blind down. A couple times we've had snow before season's up, and you want to come pull the blind down or whatever, but it allow you to pull it down and pop it back up. The deer none the wiser. They look over here, they see the frame, they see the burlap and everything like that. It's here year round. They think nothing of it. So when there's a blind behind it, they'll look at it funny. So I could literally pop it up. I could literally fix this today, pop the blind up tonight, and a deer walking in here, and he won't think nothing about it. So let's get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting it on there. Once I get it started and everything, I'll come back and I'll show y'all kind of how I did it, and we'll go over the finished product and give y'all an idea of how it works. And then I'll pop the blind up, and then I'll step away from it, and you'll be able to look at it, and you'll be able to see that you can barely see the blind behind it. And like I said, we'll see within the next couple of days. I'll try to come in here and shoot a doe, and I'll just show you just how easy it is to kind of brush it in one time and never have to brush it in again. All right guys, so if you see right here, all I've done is I've taken and put the burlap up on the top section, and I cut it to where it was the right height or would fill this section in. And I've taken zip ties that we picked up from Walmart, and I've zip tied them around those 2x4s. I've just kind of gone down and covered it so that it'll be there, and then tighten this part up so it would stay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing across the bottom, and when I'm done, I'll probably do a couple sections. I'll probably do a couple of pieces right here on this 2x4 and that one down there. And when I'm done, I will have basically a square box here of burlap that stays up year round. Now when I put this together, I purposely put this side right here a little bit lower than the other side because I'm filming out of my ground blind, and it's just easier to have a narrow spot to shoot out of, and bring this down a little bit so that the tripod for the camera can look out. But it also works out good for when I bring my son. I can put him over here and he can see a little bit more, and then I can stay a little bit more concealed because I'm moving around with the bow. So let me get this bottom section in, and let me get the 2x4s right there covered up, and then I'll show you the finished product, and you tell me what you think. I'll show you before, what it looks like before I pop the ground blind up, and then I'll pop the ground blind up, and you'll be able to see that we can tell that there's a difference, but the deer they really don't notice. I put it in, like I said, usually in years past, I pop a ground blind up behind it, just start hunting it. The deer walk in, they just don't care. They're not worried about it. So they're pretty much used to this thing being here for 4 years, and it's a really good thing. So I mean, I suggest if you put one out, it's a good way to get started. And then if you put one out after the season, by the time the next season rolls around, they're well used to it. The burlap holds up decently, and if it gets tore up, you're talking about like $20 worth of burlap. Like seriously, if anything falls on it, $20 worth of burlap. I think I got the 2x4s from a friend that has some scraps left over. I mean, I think with the zip ties, the burlap, and even if you had to buy the wood, you might be talking about like $40–45, and it's completely brushed in. Like I said, it'll keep you from having to come in here, cut a bunch of stuff down, stink a bunch of stuff up, and make a bunch of noise. You come in here, you put this up, and then next year when you come in, you just roll in, pop a ground blind up, and you're done. It's that simple. So that's the reason why I like it. And let me get back to it, because again, we're fighting time. Deer coming in here. I'm starting to get some different bucks on camera here. Nothing that gets me excited, but it's that time of year. You never know what's going to walk in. So let's not spook anything. So let me go. Let me get the bottom set up, and I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. All right, guys. So it's all done. So let's walk over here, and I'll step away from it a little bit, and you can get a good look at it. But so now I'm gonna pop the blind up behind it, and look. So I decided to build a frame, but if you've got a section where you've got two small trees that are near each other, you can literally use, you don't even have to buy 2x4s. You can literally use, cut down a sapling, screw one to a couple of trees that are next to each other, just build a frame, put some burlap on it. I'm telling you, it keeps from having to get in there and get sweaty. I think I've been here all of like 15 minutes. So I'm about to pop the blind up. I'm gonna show you what it looks like behind it, and I'm telling you, you're gonna see that this is super easy, super effective. And had I not had to replace that burlap today, I would have literally just come down the woods, popped the blind up, could have hunted tonight, and they wouldn't have thought nothing about it. So, and you know, they're going to be used to this. I guarantee you they're not even going to think about it here in the next little bit. And I don't know, it's a little trick. Like I said, on this particular property, the only place I had a lot of brush was a bedding area, and I wasn't about to walk in a bedding area and stink it up just to daggone brush in a blind. So I had to think outside the box. So this is what I come up with. Let me know if you like it. Hit the thumbs up button. Remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and hopefully this is something that can help everybody. So all right, I'm gonna pop the blind up. I'll take a picture of the finished product, put it at the end. Y'all let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one. Remember, it's all about the release.